G'day, Tonia Reeves, Australia's Psychic Cowgirl, here at home in Sunday Creek. I've got a bit of a different background today because I get bored, so I have to change it up a bit. So yeah, it all depends on the time of the day and how the lighting comes in as well. So yeah, it's a bit of fun. So today, along with connecting with a couple of callers, we'll just have a little bit of a chat about sharing your gifts and you're tuning into your sixth sense, because it's something that's really, I find really important to utilize the fact that you also have a psychic side to you. So quite often when I'm doing a reading or connecting for somebody, I'll pick this up and share that with them. And for a lot of people, it's something they're aware of but maybe haven't tapped into. And I really like to be able to encourage you to tap into that, because really the more that you can utilize your intuition and your inner guidance, the less likely you are to have to, not necessarily depend on somebody else to give you the information, but also to know when somebody's giving you information that it resonates. And that's your inner guide going, yep, I agree with that, or no, maybe that doesn't feel right for me. So it's something that, when you are in this field, or like myself and others that do readings and things, is we, as often as we can, we'll tend to tune in with things to say, okay, I might have inquiries for shows or to travel to different places. That's, for me personally, and I'll be kind of guided to where I need to say yes to. And it's when you override that sometimes and think, oh, no, I'll just push through that and go and do it, that you realise that maybe that wasn't, you were getting the guidance for a reason, and, you should have listened. So it's a little bit the same for yourself if you're in your workplace or you are somewhere and where you're having to make decisions. Sometimes that can be for family, sometimes it can be for friends or just for yourself, and you're really feeling unsure. So when you start to tune into your psychic side, we sit in our personal power. And one of the things that I really encourage people to do is to actually be guided, to take a moment. Like we tend to, our life tends to get really busy, and sometimes we don't tend to follow our inner guidance. So we need to take a moment to reflect and make that decision. A lot of people I find that do regret decisions are the ones that actually don't take time to check in and see if it feels right. So that is if you are impatient, if you are, pushing things to happen rather than taking a deep breath, seeing how it sits with you. And it doesn't mean you have to sit there for 6 months and do nothing at all. But sometimes we need to take a moment to feel if it resonates with you and your inner guidance. So, it's important to do that. And I encourage you this week as something to, if you haven't already tuned into your inner guidance, come to when there's a decision. That can be a tiniest little baby decision, or it can be a bigger decision, but just tune into where it sits with you and how you feel about it. And you'll be amazed at the guidance that you have within you. And by starting to do this and practicing it, you will get really great at knowing, yes, that's right for me, or no, that's not right for me. And you won't have a doubt. You won't be having to overthink things. You won't be having to worry about things. We get into that state, and then we start to override that inner guidance. So take the time this week to spend, 5 minutes just taking note of decisions you need to make and what feels right for you, because you've got it. It's all within you. So I just wanted that encouragement this week, because I felt like it was something that a lot of us can relate to at the moment with the current energy and propelling us into, the second half of the year is just around the corner. So, yeah, make 2019 count. All right, I'm going on to my first caller. I've got Eric in Oklahoma. Eric, how are you?
Good.
That's good. You're quite in tune yourself, actually. I'm just picking up around you, you're quite. Do you explore your psychic side much?
Do I do what now?
Do you like tune into your sixth sense, or you have quite a gift in the as far as being intuitive for things?
Yes.
Yeah, because like I see that really strongly around you. All right, see, Eric, at the moment there's a decision weighing up around you, and I feel like I'm at a crossroads. So I feel like there's two options, but we're weighing them up at the moment, and it's almost like one of them is a really great opportunity, but there's something around being fearful of stepping into that. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Yeah. So I want to say, because it's like, cause I'm laughing as I'm connecting to spirit. They're laughing, going, you don't realise how powerful you are, and it's almost like you bring so much to the table that you understate yourself. So that to me is like they're showing me you're ready for this. It's your time, and we want to say yes and go for the big opportunity.
All right.
Okay, like because it's more the, how can you put, there's that element of self-doubt. You kind of doubt that you can step up to the plate, but it's like they're clearly showing me you can.
Yeah.
So don't get yourself into doubt. You've got this. There's also something, have you made some really significant changes in the last couple of months, within this year?
Yes.
Yeah. Because Spirit's coming through, going, give yourself a pat on the back. So have you released things? I feel like you've made some significant changes.
Yes, a lot of them, especially here lately.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm feeling light. So I feel like a weight's been taken off your shoulders, and I feel like I'm free now to, move forward and almost like I feel like for you there's so many more opportunities that have come along because you've made the decision, you've let go of what was holding you back.
All right.
Which is exciting.
Yeah, very exciting.
It's like I really want to go, come on, I want to like lock your arm in mine and go, come on, let's get this party started. Let's move forward into this, because it's really going to propel you. And I want to say to you, it's like the best is yet to come from you.
All right.
All right. Now, what is the relation to music around you?
My wife and then my two sons.
Yeah, because it's like music's important, and there's a lot of, how can we put it? It's like it's going to play a bigger part in your life. So I don't know whether it's with your children stepping up into that, or your wife, but somebody sort of stepping into their gift of being able to play music.
Probably one of the kids.
Yeah. And what about you health-wise at the moment? There's something that's been a bit of a shift around with that too.
The way you're cutting out a little bit.
That's okay. I feel like there's something around health that you've changed up, because I feel like I've either lost a lot of weight or I've shifted. Like what Spirit's showing me is I'm lighter than I was.
I've lost a lot of weight here recently. Over the past 2 years, my brother had passed away in a car wreck, and ever since then,
wow.
I just lost my weight.
Yeah. But you feel him around you, don't you? Because I feel like he's also up there. Is your father in spirit as well? Who's the other male that's with him?
That's my best friend, Matthew.
Okay. And they were connected in life, yeah? Because I feel like they're up there and they are together. So it's like, but we've got a really strong connection, the two of them.
Yes, they had a very strong connection.
Yeah. Okay. So with your brother, I feel like he's a bit of a character. So as with connecting with him and what he's showing me, there's something around. He really wants you to stop working as hard. It's like I almost feel like he's showing me you don't need to work as to drive yourself as much doing the physical work as what you do. And it's like when he's showing me this, he's almost saying he used to tell you this in life. So it's like I don't feel like this is a new message from him. I feel like he's showing me this is something that he used to tell you when he was around.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Did he used to tell you that you could back off having to work so hard? Because it's like he's coming through saying that. They tell him to, it's your time. And I also feel like I want to relate to what he's showing me that he packed a lot in his life, and it's like he's just acknowledging, yes, his life was cut short, but he did do a lot of things. So I feel like there's not that. I regret not being able to do everything because I feel like he fitted in his lifetime a lot.
Yes.
So it's like, I'm living for the minute. And I feel like in that message too, he's saying to you, time to live it up. Now, where does the jacket fit in? Do you wear his jacket? Show me a jacket.
Yes. Are you talking about my brother or my best friend?
Yeah. I feel like it's your brother still.
Yeah, I have both of their jackets.
Yeah, because he's gone, put the jacket on, man. I feel like was your brother the one to make things happen, and so it's almost like I feel what he's showing me is he was the leader and you'd come along beside, but he was the one that led the way.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's like he's going, I know I'm not there, but I'm guiding you. And it's like, come on. He wants to say, get your A into gear. Like, it's quite funny the way he's coming through. He's going, come on, you've got this. And I feel like he's patting me on the back like that's something he would have done to you. Like, come on, I want to, it's like he's laughing at the same time, but he gives you the signs. And I feel like there's a connection to him outside.
Yes.
Yeah, so he's just relating to that. Now, with your friend, like, is there a J or a Joe? I feel like they're showing me because they're a little bit funny up there with getting the messages through. So, but I feel like I want to go to Joe or a J name in connection to, and this could be your friend.
You said a J name?
Yeah, it's like I wanted to go to Joe, but it's like I'm seeing a J, a definite, like a big capital J.
My wife's name starts with a J.
Okay. But what about around your best friend that's passed? Because I feel like I want to go, it's connected to him actually. Because he's making me reference, it's about him. There's also something, I'm just going to get them to separate. There's something with your friend acknowledging and saying thank you. There's something you did at the funeral for him that was really brave.
That I did at the funeral for him?
Yeah. And it's like he's grateful for that.
Are you talking about my best friend's funeral or my brother's funeral?
Yeah, I feel like I've got the two of them there, so it's a little bit intermingling, but I feel like I'm giving your best friend a go now because I've had your brother there mainly. So I feel like there's something around him being thankful. I don't know whether the way that he's showing me, it's like you made decisions around I don't know whether it was music or something around the funeral that was really good that no one else had thought of.
I'm trying to think really hard.
I know. It's hard. Look, it's hard to always remember that. But all right, I'm going to get him. So where does the bikes fit in? So There's something around motorbikes,
So what?
like a motorbike. He's showing me a motorbike. So I feel like the motorbike's relevant to something. I'm just getting him to give me some clearer evidence for, so that I can guarantee that that's him coming through. All right. There's a reference to the tattoo. There's something around the tattoo being relevant. Let me see.
Yes, I got a tattoo for my brother and my best friend both.
Yeah. Okay. Because they're showing me that. Because I'm going, give me something clear that I can share with you. They are both around you, and they do play tricks on you. So I feel like things disappear.
Yes, all the time.
Yeah. So when that happens, know that that's them up there having a laugh and showing you that they're around. Okay? Because I almost feel like they're saying, we're showing you the way to go. So don't get caught up into overthinking. They're showing you this is the way that we want to go. This is the way that you want to go, I should say that. Okay? So trust in what your gut feeling. You are right with this. And also in wrapping that up, take that chance.
Okay.
Okay? Just do it. It's like they're up there. You've got your support team up there. They're like, come on, just do it, man. So know that you're guided and they're around you. All right, Eric, I've got to go on to my next caller. Thank you so much.
All right, it was nice speaking with y'all, and I appreciate it all, and that gave me a lot of comfort.
Yeah, they're definitely around you, and they both have massive, that connection that you had in life is still there. So they're definitely giving you signs and having a laugh up there.
All right.
Okay?
All right.
You take care. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, brother.
My pleasure. Thanks, Eric. All right, I better go on to my next call. I've got Matthew in Sydney, Australia. Woohoo. Hi, Matthew. How you going?
Yeah, not bad. Thanks, yourself.
Good. I've got an Australian accent. That's a bit different for my show.
Yeah, something different.
Cool. Hey, Matthew, was there an area you wanted me to focus on for you?
No, just like a general reading, really.
Yeah, cool. All right. First of all, I wanted to, prior to asking you, there's something around career for you, and it's almost like I feel like I've either just stepped into something new, or there's something that I'm stepping into that's new, and almost like I want to go to something different, or something that you've aspired to do that you're finally doing.
Well, I've changed careers a couple of years ago.
Yeah. So are you now working for yourself, or what's the thing with you being your own boss in regards to stepping into sort of from I suppose working for somebody else, but I'm now stepping into, I feel like I'm working for myself.
Yeah, I'm running my own business now, so
yeah.
I've
So
recently stopped working for someone else, and
yeah, cool. All right, because it's like you're finally stepping into it, so it's almost like spirit's coming through quite excited to go, yay. And it's like you're finally able to do it your way, and there's a lot of success around that. And I also see you signing contracts. It's like they're showing me, I don't know whether that's happened just yet, but I feel like they're giving me contracts, and it's to do with work.
oh, cool.
Yeah, so I feel like it's like a lot of ongoing work. So, almost like I'm signing a contract for a big company, and they're getting you out on a regular basis.
Nice one. It would help.
Yeah. So it's like it's almost like if it hasn't come there yet, it's not far away. So just be open to the signs of somewhere needing somebody with your services, because I feel like it's almost like they're already starting to look and you're the right fit for them. So, have a bit of put your ear to the ground on that one.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. So it's like, it'll take off. I feel like it already has, but there's a little bit of frustration in that you want it you want to jump a bit quicker than what it is. So it's like, come on, hurry up. But this contract will, fill in the gaps. So yeah. There's something also about relationships too, which I know like career and relationships are up there with the two main things. Are you in a relation? I feel like I want to go to, or I'm just going to give you what they're showing me. There's children around, but I'm not sure that the children have come in yet, but I feel like they're just making reference to children being around.
Yeah. Well, a person that I'm sort of keen on does have kids.
Okay, yep. And there's also like there's more, kids for you as well. So these are there will be biological ones. So I feel like they're coming in as well.
I've got
right,
I've got two of my own. So.
Okay, yeah. So and are they young? Because I feel like I've got kids.
11 and 6.
But they're not. Yeah. So it's like primary school. Cool. You got one that's really talented too.
Okay, cool.
Showing me. Yeah. I feel like I want to go to the 6-year-old, which is often hard to necessarily see that at an early age. But there's something around. I even feel like what they're showing me is something around music or like a bit of a natural talent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, they're both doing well at school and that.
Yeah, that's cool. So it's almost like with the relationship, so you're obviously, what you just explained, so there's someone around, but you're not fully into a relationship at this point in time. But it's like we're on the yeah, okay. But there's a real connection between the two of you, and I feel like I want to, what they're showing me is there's almost a fear around because the connection that you have so strong, I'm scared. So I feel like I might be, from her perspective, a little bit more connecting, that she's scared to commit or scared of the way that she feels towards you.
Okay.
Yeah, because I feel like
in what way?
Well, it's like, when you've been hurt before, when you've met somebody and you've gone through the heartbreak. I feel like that's relevant with her, and it's like the connection she has, or like when you two do spend time together, it's almost like a fear of opening up and a fear of, getting my heart broken.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like,
okay, cool.
I feel like that sort of, there's that little bit of a, almost like things will go slow, just because of that. But I do see the two of you, like you have a really great connection. You have a lot of fun together. And it's almost like I want to go to the way you two connected, and even the way you connect now is you're both able to be quite, you're down to earth, quite, what are they showing me? You can be yourselves, and it's really been important for the two of you to be able to do that. And I see a really strong connection. So, yeah, and it's almost like you will look back and go, it's like for the two of you met, and there was just this something, and it's like a really strong pull that is a little bit unexplainable, besides the obvious attraction. But it's like I'm bringing together two souls that, will connect really well, and I can see a really strong connection there between the two of you. There's also somebody else hanging around as well. Have you got somebody else that's keen on you that you're having to keep at arm's length?
Sorry, I missed that.
Is there somebody, I feel like there's somebody else around you as well that you're having to keep at arm's length, almost like there's another person around that would connect with you, but you're like, nah, not my type, or not my, so I'm laughing the way Spirit's showing me. It's like there's someone hanging around you that would love to connect with you, but you're like, nah.
Oh, nothing rings a bell.
Okay, I just feel like there's someone around, maybe.
Yeah, so then there's, like there's a couple of, I'm not chick magnet, but there's a couple of chicks that are keen, but I'm not really acknowledging it.
Yeah, exactly. But there's one that's really keen. I just feel like that's what they're showing me. There's one that's really keen, but yeah, it doesn't fit your, it's like there's not that connection like you have with the other one.
Sure, no.
So
These things happen.
so it's like stick with your gut feel, like stick with this one. I see that will be the one that evolves, but it just will take. It's almost like I'm taking it slow, so I'm going along, and it's growing in strength as time goes on. But it's a little bit. You just got to have a bit of patience.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. So, but it's worth it. So, and I feel like just talking to you, you already know that. So it's like, don't be discouraged. Yeah. So, because I feel like, I feel like she's got really strong feelings, but just doesn't want to reveal everything. She's a little bit, I'm just holding my heart a little bit, so I'm protecting myself.
Yeah.
And I also feel like there's something around your kids all getting on quite well. So I don't know, I feel like I'm going, whether you've got boys and she's got girls, or, we're connecting, the kids would mesh in really well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. All right, I'm nearly running out of time. I'm getting the wrap up. Have you got a last question or anything that I haven't covered?
No, everything seems to be covered. Everything's said.
All right, there's just one last thing. Something around the car, get the car fixed. So you've got to check the oil or something.
All right, cool. I'll check that out.
All right, nothing major, but they're just laughing. They're just like, going to check the car. So yeah, it's all good though. All right, cool. I must go. Thank you so much, Matthew. Great to connect.
All right, thank you.
Take care. Okay. All right. That wraps up my readings today. How's that? I got 2 men to read for. Awesome. We don't get a lot of you guys ring in. So please, encourage all your other mates to connect in, because we love to mix it up a little bit. So it's not always the ladies getting the free readings. Awesome. All right. Thanks, guys. I will see you same time, same place next week. Thank you for listening. Radio. Woohoo.